Have you ever sat beside someone you've loved for years and felt the distance between you growing, even when neither of you wanted it to? I never thought it would happen to us. 11 years is a long time. Long enough to build habits around a person. Long enough to imagine every version of your future with them in it. Long enough to forget what life looked like before they arrived. For most of my adult life, he was there. Then, one rainy evening, he wasn't. The night we broke up felt strangely calm. There were no arguments, no slammed doors, no dramatic goodbye, just two people sitting across from each other, trying to say the things we'd been avoiding for months. The truth was simple. We still loved each other. But somewhere along the way, we stopped growing in the same direction. I remember staring at the raindrops sliding down the window while he spoke. Part of me wanted to stop the conversation, pretend everything was fine, and go back to the comfort of what we knew. But comfort isn't always the same as happiness. When he finally stood up to leave, neither of us moved for a moment. 11 years. How do you fit 11 years into one goodbye? We hugged, we cried. Then he walked out the door. And just like that, the life I'd imagined disappeared. The weeks afterward were the hardest. I kept reaching for my phone whenever something funny happened. I'd see a movie trailer and think of him. I'd hear a song we loved and suddenly find myself sitting with memories I wasn't ready to revisit. What I missed most weren't the grand moments. I missed the ordinary ones. The quiet dinners, the random conversations before bed, the comfort of knowing someone knew me better than anyone else. We were 19. One evening, while cleaning, I found an old photo of us, standing on a beach with messy hair, cheap sunglasses, and smiles that made us look invincible. I laughed when I saw it. Then I cried. Not because I wanted those days back, but because they mattered. The relationship ended, but those years didn't disappear. They were still mine. They still shaped me. And for the first time, I realized our story wasn't a failure just because it didn't last forever. Some people stay for a lifetime. Others stay for a chapter. He was my favorite chapter. Even now, some nights are harder than others. Sometimes I still miss him. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if we'd found our way back to each other. But mostly, I've learned to be grateful. Grateful for 11 years that taught me what it meant to care deeply for another person. Tonight, rain taps softly against my window as I sit with a cup of tea growing cold in my hands. The apartment is quiet. The future is uncertain. But for the first time in a long while, that uncertainty feels a little less frightening. Because endings, no matter how painful, make room for new beginnings. And while our story has ended, mine hasn't. Maybe that's enough for now.